Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 1 2 1 2, mic check 1 2. Do not attempt to adjust your channels. You're inside the GGN News Network with your host with the most, Finding Nemo, aka Nemo Hoes. And today's special guest is Jamie motherfucking Foxx.
Last name Fox, first name Jamie, middle name motherfucker. When you see me out, you say, hey, there goes Jamie motherfucking Bittox. Holla.
Yeah, bitch.
This goes a long way back, man. We got stories, man.
Man, stories to tell.
Baby. We about to do movies, music, everything.
Hey, man, we about to get it popping, man.
And I got these brand, can I promote my thing? I got these brand new fishnet condoms that are coming out, so make sure you look out for them.
Wait a minute, what?
A fishnet condom. It's brand new.
Oh, so you can feel?
Yeah,
you get more feel.
You get more feel in it.
Oh, okay, I'm stroking already.
You know what I mean?
Nigga said fishnet,
black
pantyhose, thick leg, them big booty hoes.
How long it's been, man?
Been a minute.
How long is y'all rolling right now?
We stay rolling.
How long it's been, bro?
Nigga, we
Can I tell a story?
Please tell a story.
So, the first story is, I'm at, is it Deep Cover premiere? I snuck in. Is that what?
Snuck in?
Snuck. I wasn't. I wasn't Jamie Foxx. I was the old shit nigga. You know what the old shit nigga is? Anytime you see a star, oh shit! I was that nigga for the longest. I was the nigga that was in LA across the street from Roxbury every day. Remember the Roxbury?
Was the shit, nigga.
Problem, right? So look, nigga, I'm on the other side of security. You know them big niggas, hey, get on the other side of the street. So I'm like, fuck it, nigga, it ain't your club, whatever. So I'm on the other side, and I would always see like Bruce Willis or somebody. Oh shit! So anyway, I was the old shit dude. And I remember because I remember seeing you on Atlantic Boulevard, Strong Beach. Back in the day, you probably don't even remember me, nigga. I was a little comedian just standing to the side wondering, how is this record store still floating? Because I don't ever really see people buying records in there. But you was in the back.
Yes.
Somebody had an SP-1200.
Yes, LC.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm giving you the real.
Yes.
I'm talking about back in the
This
back.
before I had a deal.
This before you had a deal. So in the back of that, Long Beach, Atlantic Boulevard, VIP Records, the little fish place next to it. Nobody knew me. I was Jamie Foxx. I wasn't Jamie Foxx. I wasn't that. And you walked by, and I said, nigga, you was bigger than, nigga, you look like you was 90 feet tall, because you was on. And at that time, on was on. Yeah. Not like now. Like now, you got internet, you got everybody a star, Instagram. And I yelled up, Stu, you made it. And you looked down and you said, like JJ say, what can I say? You know what I'm saying?
That nigga went JJ.
That's what you said.
Dynamite on a nigga.
Man, I remember. See, like I didn't smoke as much weed as you did. So some things.
You remember?
Some things you're not gonna remember.
I'm glad you said that, because it is about time for that break.
Get it. And it's amazing how you roll too. I don't know if people know that you have a roller.
Yeah, this shit already together.
Yeah, that's it. But I saw you come over one party. You had a nigga that.
That's all he do.
That's all he do. He don't talk nothing. He's like this. What's up, my nigga? That nigga rolled up the logs like it looked like logs. You know the log cabin. That motherfucker. I said, God damn.
That's my nigga. Man, that's a love thing, man. And what I want to say about you, people love the way you open your home up for the parties.
Got to.
And that's what I did in the early 90s. That's just it's something about us that grew up in that era where partying was the shit. Where you open your home up. And people appreciate that. They love you and they respect you for that, for doing that. What gave you the spirit to do that? Like when you made it, you know, to say, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna be the motherfucking party throw out here where niggas can come and enjoy themselves.
I think that's how, that's how I sort of got in. Like when I first started doing stand-up, and you remember back in the day, like it's different now. Like I see all of the cats out there that utilize the social media. We didn't have no social media.
No,
so
we had word of mouth.
I'm trying to be a stand-up comedian, and it was the dogs, nigga. It was fucking D.L. Hughley, Joe Torre, it
Bernie
was Martin
Mac,
Lawrence,
all them niggas.
Bernie
They
Mac.
was
And at
hard.
the time before Bernie Mac hadn't even come west yet, because my man Robin Harris was holding it down.
Yeah,
he had that lane, but it was jugging. I mean, it was the young wins. Niggas
they
was
was
coming
hard.
there. They was hard, man. So I couldn't really get on, but when I finally got on stage, what I would do is I would take remember those little cue cards? So I do a show, and after my show, I say, who liked my show? So I have them sign cue cards, and I call them on their beepers. That was when they had the pagers. And I would page during the week and say, hey, I'm gonna be at this club, whatever. So I started this floating sort of like fan base where I would have like 100 people come down to the Regency West, or go down to what was the thing in Long Beach? Birdland West. So I had like 100, 200 people, but they was all females.
Oh wow.
So a girl named Bridget James, shout out to her. She would help me get the list together. She let me stay at her apartment, and I just pay her phone bill because I was on the road doing these things,
Nigga
right?
with this hood shit.
You know what I'm saying? I say, I'll pay your phone bill, just let me lay my shit there.
And I give you a little dick from time to time.
A lot of dick. No, anyway. So 800 cue cards, 600 of the cue cards was girls.
Oh, wow.
200 was guys because it was just whatever. I didn't really care about that. So then when I did, I started a floating party. As opposed to just coming to the comedy club, I said, hey, why don't we go down to the beach and we all just kick it? I ain't got no money, but I let the beach do the shit for me. We on the sand, bitch. Don't worry about it. We on the water.
You hear them waves, bitch? You hear them fish in there?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we do that. So then when I finally halfway got on The Living Color, I said the only way I'm gonna be able to sort of like peruse and meet the people that I was talking to or yelling at outside the Roxbury, throw the parties, because the girls would come to the party. Here's the key though. The reason the girls would come to my parties is because I talked to an old school chick that I met in LA when I first got here. She used to let me stay in her apartment and watch her kid. I said, what's the key to having girls around? She said, Fox, make sure the niggas that are around you are cool too. Make sure they not putting no pressure on the pussy and you good. So because what we hate is when we come to the party, we know you threw it just to fuck us. So I said, okay, I got it. So I would throw my party, it would be cool, and they'd be like, oh, you mean y'all not trying? No, we cool, it's all good, so hey. So the first party I threw was a Halloween party. I went all out. I spent like $1,200. I had a theme or barbecue over here, whatever. So everybody come to the party, right? But I'm trying to get Wesley Snipes there. And I know if Wesley Snipes come and signature my party, the shit gonna be off the chain. So everybody come through, Yo-Yo, God bless, Heavy D at the time. I'm like, oh snap. I'm like, oh, this is getting crazy. And they don't really know me yet, because I'm just sort of just on The Living Color first. And all of a sudden, nigga, that black nigga pull up in a black car.
A black nigga in a black car wearing
Yeah,
black?
nigga. That nigga had an African, he had a dark-skinned car and a dark-skinned nigga get out of the dark-skinned car. He was like, yeah, this is nice. That's all right. And I was like, that nigga really talk like that. He said before he talked. Yeah, this is great.
That
What
nigga
y'all
can
got?
smoke a joint too.
And the smoke joint, played chess. I made sure we had everything. Then we got food from the whole line. And that's what started the party. But this is what I found out, Snoop. It wasn't just the party. It was the artists that was there that could connect and holler at each other. So Wesley Snipes, Yo-Yo, we had this thing. So now I took the party and kept going. And then of course, you know, you would come to my parties, man. And what was great about Snoop coming to the party, you was never tight. You was always about having fun. And so it's sort of me and you together made it, you know, spectacular.
But I met so many people that, like I even met Colin Kaepernick. I met like niggas that I would have never met before, and we became friends. It's like your spot was like a magnet of the baddest motherfuckers in the industry to be like, nigga, I fuck with you. The nigga Kanye came in. He walked right over to me. What's up, dog? I'm like, what's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Everybody seeing me and this nigga holler, they like, damn, Kanye and Snoop, they fuck with each other. That's my nigga.
And Kanye was like a unicorn coming in. Cause
that nigga
never see that nigga
That
out.
nigga was like,
This nigga had a unicorn. I said, who the fuck?
and that was that nigga, Kanye.
It was that nigga. It was crazy.
So what you doing musically right now, Fox? Cause you know I love your musical component.
To be honest with you, I'm nervous as hell because you know whenever I do that music, it's like I'm back to being a starving artist. But I got a great song out with Chris Brown. You know, as I get older in the game, you know, you don't want to be too young. Like sometimes, you know, like I've dressed too young a couple of times. Like my daughter who's 21, she'll see me dressed, you know, trying to hang with
and be like, well, stop.
And my daughter was like, Dad, you too young. Dad, she said, you got old feet. I said, what's that mean? She said, you got civil rights feet, like for marching. Like,
and your feet go this way.
My feet go that way.
You gotta have feet to go
You know
this
what
way,
I'm saying? So this dude KC is able to write the type of music that I want to say, but keep the young knock underneath it, so I don't lose.
Got it.
Just, I mean, come on, man. You know how it is. We keep rolling. It's like, you know, people don't understand. At our age, we're still able to be relevant because we take the time out to find the right music and do the right thing, because you don't want to be, you know, you don't want to embarrass. So I'm really happy about the album. Things to look out for is I'm Supposed to Be in Love by Now, Socialite, Jumping Out the Window, Drum, Hollywood. And it kind of mirrors like the Hollywood record mirrors what I went through. Like I was dating this real bad girl. She's incredible, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing. But I like 104 temperature. I'm sick, but it's a premiere. So she walked in, well, what are we doing? I said, well, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm throwing up. She says, well, the premiere's tonight and I bought this dress. I said, well, but I got a fever. She hit me like that.
Oh, wow.
I said, okay. So I give my ass up, nigga. Go grab her dress, lay her shit out, and I said, go ahead. Go into that motherfucker, but don't come back. So we got a song that represents that. It's called Hollywood, and it's I don't ever want to say age appropriate because I don't have no age. We don't have an age. We just do talent.
We make music.
We just make music, but it's the type of things where I know my fans will be like, okay, we get it, Fox, we understand, and the young folks can ride with it too.
I love it. So one of my favorite movies from you, believe it or not, was motherfucking Django.
Wow.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you the truth, nigga. When that shit came out, me and my crew, I was in Thailand or some shit. Nigga, we watched that motherfucker over and over and over again. I mean, like, I loved it every fucking moment of it.
Man,
like the struggle, how you got to the end and saved the day and left with the bad bitch. I'm like, this is the shit. Like, I love, like, that shit was like a black exploitation movie to me.
Well, here's the story behind it now. I had heard about the Django script and it was burning through Hollywood. But it was burning through Hollywood in such a way because not a lot of people had read it, and then when they did read it, some people didn't get it. But they were worried about the word nigga being said 110 times, you know. And so I ran into, I knew Will Smith was supposed to do it. And I'm like, man, Will, you gotta do it. Because if Will Smith hooks up with Quentin Tarantino, oh my, it's a wrap. He didn't do it for whatever reason. Then everybody, I ran into Idris Elba. Have you heard this Quentin Tarantino movie? It's Django, Papa. I said, what is Django? What do you know? I said, with your black good looking ass nigga, you better jump in that motherfucker and do that shit. Finally, it swings around to me. My boy Tyron Turner, you know, came from Minister Society. We all sit up and chop up what's the next move. He said, Fox, you have to do this movie. So we'll go in and I meet with Quentin Tarantino, and I said, the hot shit is what you just said. It ain't a slave movie. He only a slave for the first 10 minutes. It's a hero movie. Black dude don't ever get the girl, kill everybody in the motherfucker, and ride off into the sunset and live. It don't happen like that. So when I talked to Quentin Tarantino, he says, man, I appreciate that you understand my vision. And then once we started the movie, man, it was the people that came to the party. Christoph Waltz, Juggernaut, just won the Oscar, you know, German Cat. You know, it was cool because
that nigga was hard.
Our chemistry was different because I come in,
glorious bastard, that nigga was hard.
I come in, hype, nigga, we about to do this. He's like, yes,
yeah.
of course, yes. Just real cool. But when the motherfuckers say action, then you're the one I'm looking for. I said, this motherfucker cold. You know me, I'm on 10. Yeah. Cut, oh shit.
Nigga, this nigga just said.
And as we sitting there doing our shit, all of a sudden, we worked for 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden, Samuel Jackson and Leo walk in. And they brought a whole different element to it. They brought the rock star to it. And when they said action, Leo went, ran circles around all of us. And then Samuel Jackson, who the hell is this nigga on this nag? Who in the hell is this nigga on this nag? Cut. How was that? Y'all like that? Was that Quentin? How was that?
That nigga was brilliant.
That motherfucker was brilliant.
He was brilliant.
So you see all of those different things, man. And what I always say is this, is that I look at my life as like, maybe I don't catch that blockbuster, but I catch that one. Because what I want to look back on my career is all of the characters. Willie Beeman. My name is Willie Beeman. I keep the late.
The nigga that throw up.
You know what I'm saying? The nigga that throw up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that nigga.
I want the character. Bundini Brown. Muhammad Ali is a prophet. How you gonna be Godshot? As soon as they come out the garage, you beat number 2. I want that. And then on to this guy.
Hey, you know what, Snoop? I'm so good. I'm so happy to be here, man. And that weed, man, it gets me going, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make
to that dude. So once you go from that dude, then to Django. So when I look back on the career, I want to be able to say I was able to bring all of these characters to life. You know what I'm saying? So that's
spectrum.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Your work will be designed and classified as a spectrum.
Hey guys, this is Stormy Fronts reporting live from GGN News, weather Charleston, South Carolina. Sunday through Wednesday, hot, humid, sticky, no clothes. No clothes Sunday, no clothes Monday, no clothes Tuesday. Wednesday, wet, super wet. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you need to be wearing something like this, preferably, maybe thong-like. Guys, no shirts. We don't wear shirts. Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Saturday, Sunday, you can do what you want. Preferably no clothes, but it's gonna be a little bit more normal, mild. Yeah.
Oh, you got a kid and your girl cool. How you making money? Probably blow it out on blow. Stay up to your nose running. Fuck out of here. Worry about your business. Now make sure I stay on mine. Every line I write recite. Keep me level headed. Fuck a deal. I'm music embedded. Austin Copperfield. Magical, you factual. So it's gotta be real. I always fail you. Refraining from being a follower. Aim for pinnacles of paper. Motivated mission to get my dollars up. And it's kinda scary. Austin Berry spread his word like missionaries. Decision varied until that smoke clear. Fear. God.
Do you miss the show in Living Color?
I miss In Living Color because of the cast that we was around. Like, you think about all those guys that came from that show, from Keenan, who taught me how to do jokes. He taught me that you can make anything funny. And we used to be like, we were Keenan's kids. And Keenan was very tough on us. And he'd be like, all right, let's go work on the show. He said, no, Keenan, we don't think the writers did right. He says, no, you fucking up. Get up. We're going to make it right. And he would show me how to systematically make a joke funny. He also gave me this advice. He says, as a black comedian, you always have to be the best. You can never be subpar. You can never be like mediocre. You got to be 100% thorough. So you got Keenan, you got Damon, who was a juggernaut, David Allen Greer, Tommy Davidson, who was absolutely genius. You know, everybody, Kim, Kathy, Jim Carrey. I've sat with Jim Carrey. He's smoking some cigarettes. On the back of his wall was these cue cards. I said, what you doing? Hey, man, just working on this, just a little thing called Pet Detective, man. He showed me some dailies from Pet Detective. I shook his hand in. I said, hey, man, I'm going to shake your hand. He said, why? Because I ain't going to be able to talk to you for the next 5 years. It's about to be absolutely crazy. So you had those types of people that would sharpen your craft. Like,
Still sharp and still.
Yeah, I was the 8th funniest person in the room at any
And how
time.
was that?
You know, it was crazy being the 8th. I had to be quiet sometimes and sort of learn my way. But I missed the show because look at all the guys that we could have had, you know, on that, you know, that have come up.
That could have been the
now.
next
That could've
generation
been
and
the
bringing
next
them through
generation, man.
feed.
Because you look at Saturday Night Live and you go like, man, your heart sinks there. How come In Living Color couldn't have had that same
Because we were set up for that.
Yeah, you know. I think sometimes we miss a little bit of that. Like, you know, you miss the 90s when
Niggas just didn't give a fuck.
dangerous.
Yes.
Like, you look at Chris Tucker.
Yes.
And fucking
Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence?
That nigga was the
This
man.
nigga was so dangerous, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I miss. But hopefully, like with what we're doing now, we're getting our own company going. It's called No Brainer, and we got this thing called I Got 5 on it. It's 5 comedies for $5 million. You know, I'm gonna ask you for a cameo
I'm there.
and things like that, and just to, you know, make sure that we don't lose that dangerous rated R, smart, funny, you know, action adventure.
The shit that
type
we
shit.
known for.
Yeah,
Like,
you know
we
what
don't
I'm
have
saying?
to always make gang-related movies. We can make shit to make you laugh. That's what the Richard Pryor's and Eddie Murphys and all y'all comedians in the past, they did that. They gave us a trailblazing role to take. We just got to continue to do that.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that the movies that's been the biggest movies for you have been like dramas or where you had to really dig into that character and you couldn't be funny.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
like
tough.
I'm like this nigga's one of the funniest niggas in the world. I'm dying to see him in a big budget comedy movie.
Well, we got to carve it out ourselves.
We create our lane. Like what I love about what Eddie Murphy did with Harlem Nights was he was brilliant enough to bring yesteryear, today, and the future together as far as on the comedic side. Every time I watch that movie, I'm like, when is somebody gonna be smart enough to grab all of that kind of talent and put something together that's a periodic piece, but it allows everybody to remain in a lane and be funny. Red Fox was the shit, Richard Pryor was the shit, Della Reese was the shit. Everybody that played their role was fucking immaculate. I just want to see the best of you on every level of the game, because people don't know how fucking funny you is, because they keep getting lost in all these great movies that you keep doing. They keep getting nominated for Academy Awards. And I'm like, this nigga's a comedian first.
Well, I'm saying it right here, man. Right here on this right now, we're going to get it going.
Yeah, I want to see it and I want to be a part of it.
You don't see a lot of serious actors go the other way. I think with comedians, there's always a certain darkness inside us anyway. There's always a certain darkness. And then what we do as comedians, we flex every muscle. When you do a character on The Living Color or whatever like that, I'm working, when I used to have to just do the character in the scene, I would work on developing on how to act that character. So then when you get a character that's actually just drama, it's just, oh shit, this is it's not easy, but it's not as hard as being funny. Being funny is the hardest thing in the world. People tell you, man, once you've been funny and successful, look at Eddie Murphy. When we look at Eddie, we like, give it to us, nigga. Top that shit what you did. How do you?
Wow.
You can't. Eddie Murphy can't top
that
what
great
he did.
Shit he did already.
You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. How do you keep drumming that up? While in a character, I could jump in a character and I'm safe because that character ain't gonna move, it ain't doing it. You're not expecting anything but what that character does, how he goes to the bathroom, how he fucks his leg, whatever he does. But when you're a comedian, you have to get up there and you have to make it. You have to set the scene, then you have to jump in the scene, and then you gotta make that. That's a tough thing. So to me, it's like a comedian, but a special kind of comedian. Like I said, when you get to the drama thing, to me, it's an easier go as opposed to getting in the scene and you have to be funny because they know you to be funny.
That's dope. Well, that's the way I feel as an actor, that I can go gangster, funny, serious, you know, pimp, whatever the role requires, I can go there because I'm able to do that. But in my music, I'm not able to go all the way there because my music only enables me to stay within the realm of what I projected out there already. Right. So they only used to hearing it a certain way. So if I switch it up on them, it throw them off. But that's why.
But I gotta disagree a little bit on that.
You think so?
I don't see it that way because when you say I'm gonna take my time, that wasn't Snoop at Atlantic Records, you know, telling about his experience where he grew up. It was Snoop evolved. It was Snoop being able to take that same talent, paint it on a different canvas. And the reason that we love it is because Snoop is in our DNA now. It's Coca-Cola. So I look at it like whatever you touch, because you've been on a Katy Perry record, and then you could turn around, you be on a record with Wiz Khalifa and everything in between, and your journey is now what we buy into.
Damn.
And then you're still able to step out on stage and step on any stage. You could be a Coachella. You feel what I'm saying? So I disagree with you on that. And even with the movies, everything, I said once you get someone's DNA, once you have a DNA that we all see and we light up, like somebody said, "Oh, there go then you can do whatever you want."
See, that's good game right there. See, sometimes you can even teach an old dog a new trick. That's if he willing to listen. I heard you. Yeah, this is Everyday People, AKA Real Nigga Shit. I'm gonna ask you some questions you can answer to the best of your ability. Yeah. What's the first thing you do or think of when you wake up?
Girls.
Hot or cold?
Hot girls.
In-N-Out or Fat Burger?
Fat Burger girls.
Taraji P. Henson or Megan Good?
Taraji P. Henson.
Favorite drink?
Cactus Cooler.
Weekends or weekdays?
Weekdays.
How many times a day do you think about sex?
I'm thinking about it right now.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I'd be Orgasm Man.
What would he?
I just fly around and just give all just orgasm. Have an orgasm. And just flying around the 405 and just girls in the car. Oh,
it's Orgasm Man.
You're very welcome. Orgasm Man. Grab the base of my dick and climb to safety. Thank you, Orgasm Man. It's no problem. I gotta let you off on the 10 though. Thank you. Girl, was you on the 4 or 5? Yes. Orgasm Man was over there, huh? Uh-huh.
You motherfucker, you. Church, preach, tabernacle.